Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Hope you're all doing well. It is Thursday. Wow, the week flew by. Thursday today, July 18th, here with your energy check-in. Hope you're all doing well post this eclipse and the moon. And oh my God, so much has happened, right? So much has happened. We've had some regression back to old ways, third parties, showing up again, but not in the form of like a real connection. It's just more of things that need to be healed, wounds that need to be healed and closed up before we can move into the next cycle of this connection, okay, whatever that may be. I will tell you that I had to do a third party check in because we've got the Seven of Swords, Three of Cups, the Three of Swords, all kinds of stuff. All those cards are back. And so it makes sense. It makes sense, right? Because clearly this is a connection that has been dealing with that type of energy since I started this channel, right? We've had we've had third party situations, we've had karmics in the past. And so we're dealing with this again. Okay, there was a point in time for a long period of time that there wasn't any showing like this, but with this moon's energy and this eclipse energy, it is back. It is back. And so there's the return of a or many third parties. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with the blessings. Okay, I'm going to start with the feminine. And her blessing is a blessing for good work. So I always ask the question, what is the blessing for the masculine and the feminine as related to their journey with each other? Okay, so for hers is good work. And I said, okay, well, give me a card around that Seven of Swords. So her really good work is that this time, as related to this deceit, this manipulation, this withholding of information, that she actually did a very good job this time. Okay, she did a good job this time around how she handled the situation. She didn't fly off the handle. She didn't go into the shadow energies of any of the queens. She remained very balanced. She remained very true to herself. And she didn't, she maintained her dignity in the sense that, she didn't fly off the handle, cut him off, have this huge scene. She was just like, yeah, I'm going to honor myself and I have to go. So I'm going to embody the Queen of Wands, which is who she is today in this reading. And so this is the universe's blessing to you feminines, saying that through this energy that has reared its head again for this final lesson, you did a great job this time. You've learned the lesson on how to heal this wound, okay? And so then I also asked, how is our feminine representing herself today? Four of Cups. She knows that this connection is a blessing. She knows that. But she's no longer open to this connection at this time. Four of Cups is where you're kind of bored, dissatisfied. Typically in the decks, you see a person who's got his chest, like his arms crossed over the chest. And so right now, she's just not very open. She's honoring herself. She's honoring, the way that she handled the situation. And she's just not open to this connection at this time because of these Three of Cups, these third-party situations that have come up again. And so she knows it's there. She knows it's there for the taking when she is ready to do this again. But at this point in time, she is not in that energy. What is the blessing for our masculine? A blessing on a friendship. And what's the clarifier to that? Three of Wands. And so this feminine perhaps has said to him, hey, I cannot be in a connection with you. The best I can do for you at this time is be your friend. And so he's just kind of looking at this like, is this the new manifestation of this connection? And so he's getting the blessing of this friendship. He's lucky that he has her in his life to at least call a friend, okay? And he's lucky that she handled this in a very different way, that, that she didn't completely cut him off this time. And so he's starting to open up his mind to perhaps manifesting this friendship with his feminine. So how is he representing himself? Two of Cups. And so he wants the Two of Cups. He wants union with her, but I just feel like this is his concession. This is what he is conceding to while he attempts to heal his final wounds and manifest this Two of Cups with her. What is the blessing for the connection? A blessing for solace and hope, okay? And what is the card that goes along with the Knight of Wands? And so the blessing of solace and hope is that perhaps there is some hope he will get out of this Knight of Wands energy, okay? That this in and out energy, this Casanova, really passionate, kind of ego-feeding energy, perhaps there's some hope that he will get out of that energy. And so I said, okay, well, how is the connection representing itself today? And we got the Emperor, and there's the hope that he will become this divine masculine, okay? Well, that's a hope. That's what we can all hope for that. But at this point in time, the feminine's not open, and she sees the blessing. She knows it. She's in gratitude for the connection, but she's not open to participating in this connection in a union romantic format at this time. So the blessing of friendship has been bestowed upon him to manifest with her, okay, while he still desires union. And perhaps there is hope in the future that he will embody this Emperor versus the Knight of Wands, which is what he used to show up as before, okay? I'm not going to go over bottom of the deck for these because I don't feel like it's that important, but I'm just going to tell you for the blessings, it's a blessing to find the truth. The truth was found out. The bottom of the deck for the tarot is justice. Justice prevail. Things will get balanced out. And for how they're representing themselves, Ace of Wands, there is this hope for a potential new and improved beginning, but whether or not it's going to happen, we don't know. We don't know. At this point in time, we're in the blessing of solace and hope, healing our wounds and hoping for a better outcome. Okay? So I will tell you that our feminine is the Queen of Wands in her connection today, and I will tell you that that is the only queen that came up in his heart space, in his head space, in any space in his area. So he knows. Remember, when she embodies the Queen of Wands, that is with or without you, queen. So she has honored herself and she has moved on. Okay, that is exactly the energy of what is happening at this time with this connection. So now, I'm just going to give you quickly the third party check-in. All right, so Queen of Wands, this is our feminine. So I said, what about this third party that's happening in this connection? Well, it's happening to our Queen of Wands, right? So first card out, Seven of Swords. Yes, he's deceived his Queen of Wands, okay? And he's sabotaged. Seven of Swords is sabotaging of this union, Two of Cups, which is how he's representing himself. He sabotaged this union. And so now this connection is over. And perhaps this third party situation is also over. I am finding that it is. And so this also, so let me just go over this one more time again. So remember, this has to do with third parties in this connection. So yes, there's deceit and sabotage of union. And I asked specifically around the third party, what's happening with the third party, right? So it's happening to our Queen of Wands through this masculine, and it's dead, death card, right? So it's over. And perhaps he has spoken his truth, all right? And so, you know, there is a standstill about this connection because now there's confusion. There's confusion in this third party situation. So to read it another way, he's deceived that third party, okay? He's deceived the third party, you know, was pretending to want her, him, her, whatever, and now it's over, okay? Because the truth was spoken, things are at a standstill, and now there's confusion, procrastination, and chaos because there are choices, right? He had a choice of his feminine, he had a choice of a third party, and now both are over, okay? So that is the third party connection. And so it's very interesting. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Wands, which is her, she's the queen. That's why the only queen that comes up when you ask for a third party situation is her, okay? She is the connection, but the others are not showing up as a queen or anything like that, okay? They're showing up just as casual connections. And so he's deceived this third party about around this cup he was offering, and now it's over, okay? Because perhaps he spoke his truth, and now it's at a standstill, and now there's confusion in that connection because of that Queen of Wands connection. Okay, so that's that third party energy. So now let's go ahead and start with what's happening with our masculine in his head, heart, and 3D space. Okay, so what I first did was I asked for 2 cards to just tell us exactly what the theme is for his headspace: firm foundation and deceit. He did not build a firm foundation with his feminine because it was built on deceit. Okay, so this is very much a 4 of Pentacles energy. This is very much an energy of what he was trying to build with her was not honest. It wasn't honest with her, and it wasn't honest with any third party. And so this foundation is absolutely going to crumble because of this. All right. And so now as we drill down into his headspace, we get the shadow. This is Devil's energy. And so he's stuck. He's stuck because when he thinks about his feminine, he is not able to manifest anything. And here we have the 3 of Wands again. Remember, the 3 of Wands came out as the clarifier to this friendship. So now he's like, well, now I got to manifest something different. Okay, now I got to manifest something different. I don't even know how to manifest this friendship. Okay, and so he just gets really guarded around any type of commitment, any type of self-mastery. And so he goes within because the tower fell. Okay, the tower fell on this connection and it has crumbled because the foundation was faulty. Okay, that's why we're at a standstill here in this connection as well. 2 of Swords. And so not only is he at the 2 of Swords with the third party, but he's at the 2 of Swords with his feminine because the foundation was faulty. So he tried to deceive the feminine, he tried to deceive the third party situations, and now with his feminine specifically, he's not able to manifest anything. Okay, perhaps not even this friendship because he doesn't really want the friendship. And so he's just kind of, focused on his work, on himself, and he's become very guarded in his headspace, okay? And he's gone within. He's not engaging. Why? Because the tower crumbled on this connection, all right? So where is our feminine in her headspace? What's her theme? Well, this is the High Priestess card. She used her intuition. She used her intuition. She used her wisdom, and in a way, not in a non-communicative way, but in a way where she's honored herself and her wisdom and everything that she's learned in this journey, that she's honoring her soul. Okay, and this is the clear message this was to her, that she needed to use her intuition, and that had happened in her headspace. I love that. And so she knew not to ignore signs. She knew not to ignore her intuition, okay, around what was going on with this connection, what was trying to repeat itself in this connection, okay? And so what happened? She spoke her truth. She spoke her truth. Archangel Gabriel. She spoke her truth. She expressed herself, and she honored herself. Okay, that's what was happening in her headspace. So as we drill down further into her headspace, what was happening? Well, first card out, King of Swords. She's realized that this is what she needs. King of Swords energy. She also, I feel like she embodied this King of Swords energy in that she spoke her truth, not in a cutting way, but just very logically, very rationally, in her honor, in honoring herself. And so this is the match that she needs, this King of Swords. Okay, and as I clarified, this King of Swords, 10 of Cups, that's the only way she's going to be able to manifest emotional bliss, is if she has a contract, a commitment with a man that embodies the same as her. So what happened? She embodies the Queen of Wands energy. She takes her fiery self, okay, and she chooses herself over this connection. And I said, clarify, Queen of Wands, the world. This completes this journey for her at this time, okay? This completes this journey because things were illuminated through her intuition. And now whatever has been illuminated, she is healing that now, okay? That's what's happening in her headspace. What's happening in the heart space of our masculine as related to his feminine? So 2 cards came out, emotional withdrawal and door to spirit. This emotional withdrawal card is a lot like the 8 of Cups energy, okay? And that 8 of Cups energy, as you know, it's a lot about, it's about like moving on to find your happiness. And so when this card comes out, this is about withdrawing from the current situation, okay? Withdrawing from the connection at this time. And so this is about, just retreating. He needs to retreat from the third party. He needs to retreat from, his feminine at this time, because he's just not operating in the way that our masculine, who is an emperor, should. And so he's just spending time alone, okay? He's spending time really trying to give his soul and his spirit an opportunity to restore itself. And so with this card here, door to spirit, to come out with emotional withdrawal, it's telling me he's kind of going within. He needs to go within, okay? Just as that emotional withdrawal connection suggests. And so now this is about new beginnings, and this is about, the orbs of light that are guiding him through the clouds so that he can understand his identity. Okay, this is about reaching deep into who he is as a person and seeing himself for who he is, what he is. And does he like what he is? Does he like who he is? And this is the epiphany that is happening at this time. So as we drill down further into his heart space, we have the 5 of Shields. And so this is about his feminine, right? Because that's always the question. Where is his feminine in his heart space? What is he feeling for his feminine? Well, rejection. 5 of Pentacles. And when I clarified that, it's the Devil card. She rejected because he's stuck. He's stuck in this ego energy. He's stuck in this energy of, feeding his ego, feeding his flesh. And so he's feeling rejected and abandoned because of this energy. And so then we have the 2 of Cups. Remember, he's identifying himself that that's what he wants with his feminine. But the thing is, what about the 2 of Cups? Well, the 2 of Cups, this is our King of Pentacles now. So now he's identifying himself as the King of Pentacles. Well, this King of Pentacles wants this 2 of Cups, but it's been rejected. 5 of Pentacles again, okay? And why? Why was it rejected? And who was it rejected by? Our Queen of Wands. And so when I said, okay, tell me about why he's seeing her as this Queen of Wands. Why? Because 7 of Swords. He deceived her. Why? Because he didn't act like her match, the King of Wands. Why? Because he was participating in third-party situations. So then what? He's going within, High Priestess energy, so he's very much in his intuition. High Priestess energy, going within, right? And High Priestess is here too, because she used her intuition to make the decision. Now he's using his intuition about why things went to the Tower, okay? And so through his intuition, he is having a breakthrough. He is learning the truth. He is understanding, and he is gaining clarity. So what is happening in the heart space of our feminine? Well, she's just like, I'm going to start to really work on the material world and continue to honor and value myself, okay? So when this Prosperity Begin cards comes out, that's really about, mostly it's about money, right? It's like an Ace of Pentacles types of energy. It's about, like a material heart, like a material beginning. So this is about prosperity begins. This is about wealth. This is about new businesses. Remember, hard work. Okay, so she will continue to be this teacher, this coach, whatever it is that she does, because she's learned her final lesson on that 7 of Swords. And so this is about, the results of your hard work are going to show up now. Okay, it's going to be a gift now. And what's the gift? What's the gift that she gains because she invested in herself and that she's choosing herself? Is this new beginning in some sort of finance or career, perhaps? Okay, this is, she might decide now that in her heart space that she's completed this journey with her masculine, that she's going to take this experience and, turn this into something that may be of some sort of material wealth, okay? And as we drill down now into her heart space, into this energy of her heart, what do we get? We get the 2 of Wands. So when she feels for her masculine, she's really at a crossroads. She's at a crossroads. I said, what about the crossroads? She's at a crossroads about this contract. She doesn't know. In her mind, she has completed this journey. In her heart, she's still at the crossroads, okay? And there is this desire for a new beginning, but she is very guarded about that at this time, 7 of Wands. I said, what is she guarded about? Magician. She's guarded about manifesting anything new with him at this time. That even means this union, 2 of Cups. She's very guarded. What's happening in the environment of our masculine? Well, spiritual union and magic in the mirror. This is the Magician card. He wants to manifest this union, okay? This is the 2 of Cups in this deck. He keeps getting 2 of Cups. It's like, wow, it's so unfortunate that he had to lose her in order to know that that's what he wanted. You know, that's just the shame in this, but whatever. She seems very much in her power. So the spiritual union card, this is really about this partnership. This is really about this relationship, and that she has shown him something by being a mirror to him, and by being a mirror and honoring herself. She has shown him that he and what he knows now is that he wants to also be the best version of himself, and he wants to be the best version of himself for this connection. And that is what he wants to manifest when he looks in the mirror at his partner, at himself. He wants to manifest this union. He wants to manifest this union. We got the Magician for him. Did we get the Magician for him before? Hold on, I feel like I got it somewhere. Oh yeah, we got the Magician and what's stuck with this devil's energy. Well, what's stuck? Remember this what's the devil's energy? Clarify the Five of Pentacles. He is stuck in his ego. He is stuck and rejected because of that in his heart. And so he's stuck in manifesting in his head because she's walked away, okay? And so he wants to manifest this again. In his environment, he's trying to manifest this again. And so now when we look at his environment and what is happening in his environment as related to his feminine, we've got the Hierophant card. Now the Hierophant card has come out for her in her headspace and is clarifier in her heart. So he wants to manifest this union, this the commitment, but he is sad. He's very sad. He's sad about these 3 of Cups, right? That he used to sabotage this 2 of Cups. He's sad about that. I said, okay, well, what about the sadness? He's working on balancing it out. He's working on doing right by this connection. Remember, Justice was the bottom of the deck for the clarifiers for their blessing, okay? So he's trying to balance out this energy, okay? He's trying to balance out this energy. It's so funny because my masculine is actually texting me at this time. Whatever. So anyway, the 5 of Cups, he's like trying to balance out this energy, okay? This sadness, the stuff that he did where he sabotaged that 2 of Cups. So he's trying to do right. He's trying to, really look at himself and do right by himself and right by people because of this 3 of Swords energy. So this is again about the sadness. But then again, I'm just going to tell you, again, third party. I said, what's about the sadness? Knight of Wands. He's sad that he acted in this energy of the Knight of Wands. And that's how he was offering love towards this new beginning. So now what is he doing? He's looking at himself, the Hermit card. He's looking at himself. Look at the lantern is pointing at that 3 of Swords. And it's illuminating that for him. And I said, what is he learning? That he needs to change. That are these things that have died, that things need to change. He needs to transform. That is what's happening in his environment. And that is why the connection is representing itself as the Emperor. He will change, okay? But she's not sitting around waiting because she's not that kind of feminine. So now what's happening in the environment for our feminine? We got the Light card. And we got hostilities, okay? So, yeah, there's a little bit of hostility, right? I mean, let's just be honest. She's a human being too, okay? She's a human just because she's a spiritual being having a human experience. And no, I did not say that wrong. That's the way I've said it in my Instagram, and someone tried to correct me. No, we are spiritual beings having a human experience on this earth. And so this light card is the sun. And so she's just trying to find the positivity and the light through this hostility, through this very difficult situation, through this cycle that they are in, okay? And so this card of hostility, when it comes up, it's really, it's followed by deceit, right? So deceit is the number 25 card. So what follows deceit? Hostility, okay? So she's a little hostile. She's got her defensives up. That's why she's in the 4 of Cups energy. And so she's very much, she doesn't want to engage in it. She's trying to be in the light of this energy. She doesn't want to engage. She doesn't want to fight. She's just going to honor herself and walk away. So let's drill down further. What's happening in her environment as related to her masculine while she's trying to see the light through this stuff? There is still this desire, Ace of Pentacles. for a new beginning, but this new beginning in her environment has to do with whatever that new journey is for her at this time, okay? There is this desire to be with her King of Pentacles. Remember, the King of Pentacles wants to offer the Two of Cups. So I said, what about this King of Pentacles, Two of Cups? She knows that he wants to offer her that, but this Knight of Wands energy came out, and I said, what about the Knight of Wands? That's why it's at a standstill. She doesn't know if he's changed yet, okay? But she is hoping for success, all right? I mean, it's just crazy how all of this just ties together. Bottom of the deck for him, head, heart, and 3D space, is the Magician. He wants to manifest something new with her, but Three of Swords, this third-party situation has got him stuck, okay? In her head, heart, and 3D space, Eight of Wands. There is communication, and she wants to propel this connection forward, but she is choosing to propel herself forward into the success of whatever, success in whatever way that it may be, okay? In whatever way that it may be. And so now, the bottom of the deck for the oracles is that we've got these fulfillment of wishes, okay? And the wish is yin and yang. This is the balance of the masculine and feminine energies. Is that going to happen? I don't know. But let's go into the current connective energy, and then we'll get a better idea, okay? So I will tell you, a lot of very similar cards came up for them. A lot of similar cards. And the third party situation is over, but that gosh darn energy is hanging. So here, bottom of the deck for their connection, Nine of Cups. Again, wishes, okay? They have these wishes. He's got a wish. She's got a wish. And the wish is rebirth, okay? Rebirth. And so now the first card out is the Six of Wands, Six of Staves, and it's clarified by the Ace of Wands. And so when the Six of Wands comes out in the Lover's Tarot, the Six of Staves is all about success and triumph, okay? It's all about victory. And it's about victory after hard work and after struggle. And so there will be success after all, after everything, and there will be a successful new beginning, okay? What that means, if it's union, I don't know yet. It's because stuff's changed. And the other card that we're getting about what's happening in their connection is the Ten of Wands. This has been a huge, huge burden, okay, right now. This connection is going through this accumulation. It's going through this, it's overwhelming time. People are becoming responsible or seeing their responsibility in the stuff that's happening in the connection at this time. And I said, what is this about? King of Cups. It's very difficult to get him into this King of Cups energy where he opens his heart because he's sad now. Five of Cups. And I said, okay, well, give me another card. He's healing that energy, and that is the burden. The good news is it's not the Nine of Wands, it's the 10. And this is coming to its completion. And so also what's happening in the connection, Five of Arrows, clarified by the Ace of Cups. There has been the loss of this potential new beginning, okay? Five of Arrows is about struggle. It's about distrust. It's about arguments, okay? There's conflict. Yeah, absolutely. There's distrust when you get the Seven of Swords coming out. She's got the Seven of Swords she's learned from. He's displayed the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords comes out in their connective energy here in a little bit. So absolutely there's distrust over any new romantic beginning. And so then what? Oppression, the Tower again. Remember, the way that he was trying to build with her was under deceit, and she sniffed it out because she's the divine feminine, high priestess energy right out the bat. So when the Tower is clarified by the Five of Wands, this is really about the circumstances are confusing, overwhelming. This is about, moving into another phase through this conflict that they are experiencing with each other at this time. Why is there conflict? Seven of Arrows. Because of this deception, because of this manipulation, because of this energy that the masculine has displayed. And so the Seven of Swords has everything to do with them protecting themselves. So in this protection of themselves, there have been, in the Seven of Swords energy, from this energy, there have been wounds, Nine of Wands, and people have walked away. Eight of Cups, they've walked away. She's walked away because they want to get into a better time in their life. They're just no longer willing to be in this Five of Arrows, Five of Swords energy. So get out of it, love yourself, honor yourself. And then the last card out is that King of Pentacles that wants to offer that Two of Cups, remember, to everybody apparently. And so this King of Coins energy is the masculine. And what about the masculine, about what's happening in this current time? Three of Swords, okay? Not only is he heartbroken, but there's betrayal, okay, around third-party situations, Three of Cups. And so I said, wow, is that not the most consistent reading ever? And then I said, okay, is this still going on with the King of Pentacles? Death. We already got the Death card. It's over, but the energy is there. The reeling from this is there. And so there you go. It's the third party is not back, but the third party energy and how we're dealing with it right now is back. And the good news is that our feminine has dealt with it in a different way, in a high vibrational way. And that has changed the game. That has changed everything for this connection. Okay, it's changed everything. And what it's mostly done is taken her out of the shadow of the queens and put her in a place where she's honored herself. And the other thing that it's doing is helping this masculine really look at himself, really look at opening his heart, and really be that masculine that we know that he can be. But he's got death 1, 2, and then 3 times in that third party. That situation is over. And now this new change, it is going to transform him into the Emperor. And look at this, guys, 11:11 on this clock, and it's not even 11:11 as I say this. It's going to happen. He's going to transform. But feminines, don't you wait. Continue on your journey, honor yourself, and continue to do this great work that you've been doing. And masculines, be open to this friendship. Manifest this friendship, because that is the healthy way to build on it. And for the connection, have this solace, have this hope that he will manifest himself into the Emperor and out of the Knight of Wands energy. I hope this was helpful. If you want to book your own personal reading, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.